Brasiversum Hertz Show. A rádio gostosa de ouvir. Brasilianische Mega Wellen aus Stuttgart.
Good evening or good morning in your time. How are you doing? You don't know how I am happy to have you here.
I am doing well, and yes, it is morning here. So, guten Morgen, Morgen,
Guten Morgen.
Morgen.
Guten Morgen. Hier ist Guten Abend aus Stuttgart.
Ah, okay. Yes,
So,
I'm doing well. Everything is fine.
it's an honor. It's an honor. I am honored to have you. We are in Germany and you are in LA,
Yes,
and many people doesn't know who are you really, but you have also your fans here that want to hear about all these things you were doing, because you are the one after 33 years coming back to the center of the stage. I have a nice banner here, look
yes.
at it. So after a hiatus from 33 years, you return to the center of the stage. Why this? And just a moment, I am asking so quickly because he has to go away again. So we have a short time to talk about all these things. Tell us, please.
Well, I would have to say after 33 years of being away from the center stage, I had a chance to do something that I truly love, and that is to write, produce, and arrange music for other artists. I have always loved to give back, to work behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I do enjoy working in the front stage. However, I totally enjoy working behind the scenes even more. But this time around, I figured, you know, uh, I never really get that many opportunities to be in the front stage. So I got an opportunity, and my friends and my very good friend Derek Allen said, "Hey, man, you should really at least give it a shot, just to at least give your fans another chance to see you live to sing your songs." And I thought about it, and I said, "You know what? He's right. I should at least give it another chance, but only if I can do it in between my crazy schedule." So that is what's been really keeping me away from being in center stage, is because my schedule is just so crazy working with other artists. So I finally found a little bit of time to at least put a show together and try to go out and work on me as a solo artist again.
But you saw your success in Oakland,
Yes,
and also you were in Sacramento.
Sacramento. Yes.
And I saw your clothes, and it was really, you were looking great at that
Thank
day.
you.
I
Thank
was I was like, wow, someone had
you.
did something. But and it's coming now in your backyard. In
Yes.
food is like to play at home. How does it feel?
Oh, it feels great. I like I said again, I haven't played, especially at home as an artist, in over 33 years. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm just going to just be myself and just go out there, perform, play the piano, play bass, whatever it's going to take, just to have a good time. So I'm looking forward to it.
So it's in 6 days. So
Yes.
tell the people about, and I will try to make cuts from this show in the right places. There are lots of Brazilians in LA. There's lots of Brazilians in other places around LA. So
Yes.
maybe we can have even more people there.
Yes. Oh no, please. I hope everyone comes to the show and just have a good time, especially the Brazilians. They deserve to have a good time. So if you're a Brazilian and you want to come to the show on April the 15th at the Miracle Theater in Inglewood, California, please, by all means, come to the show. I'll be looking forward to seeing you.
Okay, it would be great. So tell again. Okay, I know that they can find all this and can even buy tickets at this homepage, right?
Yes, correct.
Booker.net. So
Yes,
go there and you will have all the information. There are great pictures, there are great videos. I was really wishing to show the people you with 23 years, and and Janet Jackson, you were so young, all both,
I
and
was young.
his voice like a bit like her brother too, and I liked him so much, and I saw him when I was a teenager, and I
Yeah,
was it was a great time because this is one time that when you were in front of the stage, no,
yes.
you were open for her. You have great pictures from that. Do you miss this time, or Lionel is the one giving you so much work that you don't have time to think about?
I do miss that time. I miss that era. I miss that genre of music. At the time, especially working with Janet. Janet is, she's like a little sister. I've always, we always clown around with each other. We have a good time. But I do miss that time. It was such a great time, especially for her. It was her very first tour ever. And it's still to this day is the most successful tour for a new artist. At the time. And it was so much fun, and we had a great time, and I do miss that. However, those are days gone past. So now I'm just focusing on, me having a good time out there, on stage.
Okay, you are over 20 years now with Lionel Richie, right?
Yes.
Because I have the feeling that what you really like is to be in the studio, Mr.
I
Booker. This is the place where you are
yes.
you.
I
But
love the studio.
yeah, I know this feeling. When I'm here in this studio is like for 2 hours is like a week holiday. I can understand the feeling, but you are over 20 years with an icon, a legend. Something that if you go to the supermarket, the third song will be Lionel. He's playing everywhere, every time. And tell me about how it is after 20 years, because you have this point that you have to play the same musics, the same songs, and you are having this because it's fine to be in the center of the stage, but it's a difference between a stage with 380,000 or 120,000 people. Tell us about that, about this energy from hundreds of people.
It's it to me it's the same type of energy. It's just that it's just escalated. It's just more numbers. But whether it's 100 people or whether it's 100,000 people, to me it doesn't matter. It's just the fact that you're performing, you're seeing people out there have a good time, and that's what it's all about. You get a chance to feel the energy from people coming off this, coming from the audience. It's an amazing feeling. So it doesn't matter the numbers as long as you have the people that are connected to you as an artist or as a musician on the stage. It's the best feeling in the world, and it doesn't change whether if it's one or 1,000.
Oh, this is nice to hear because it's about this feeling of music
Yes.
that only people that makes music can understand. No? I have a friend, he says that music feeds. He
It
can stay without eating, he can stay without other things,
yes.
but he
Yes.
cannot be without music. And it's something that it's easy to understand. But
Yes.
now I wanted to know also about Brazil. I know that you were there some times
Yes.
tour, and you surely have some stories. One of them I know about the insects in Amazonian.
Yes. It was interesting. Yes.
Yeah, but how is this interesting? So tell us
Well, I
what.
mean, it's, it's almost like you're in a different world, basically. I grew up in Los Angeles, and yeah, things are different here. It's all the way from the insects to the people, everybody's just completely different. So once you go to a whole nother country or continent, and you're out there and you're, hanging out with the people, you just get a sense of, wow, it's just, this is just so different, and it's amazing to me. I love the connection, and the people, and just the way that people act towards other people, and you see the stores, the clothing, the people, the streets, just everything is just completely different, and it's like an exhilarating experience for me. I'm speaking for myself. It's just different, and I like it. I love to get these different types of feelings going to different, places in different countries. It kind of just makes you an all around type of person, if you ask me. It's knowing that I have these type of experiences all over the world. I think it just makes me to be a better person.
Is there a place in the world that you were never and you would like to?
Uh,
Bhutan.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where I go. I just continue to be the same person no matter where I go, and I just feed off the energy from. Doesn't matter where I am. It doesn't matter.
I remember a picture from you in the Redeemer, the Christ is the
Yes,
Redeemer.
yes,
And I remember to see this in one of these tours,
yes,
and that we talk about tours, there is a one coming.
yes,
There is two coming, and one
yes.
of them is the most weighted European tour from Lana Ricci. It's June
True.
is in 2 months.
Yes.
What is your expectation after 3 years that you were not here?
Uh, I would expect it to be wild and crazy, and fans going crazy as always. They always go crazy whenever we go to Europe. The fans in Europe are just on a different level than the fans here. And it's so funny because Lionel is from America, and the fans are great. Don't get me wrong; they're very receptive. They're very happy, and they have a good time. But when we cross those waters and we get to either Europe or Brazil, or where, it doesn't matter where we go, the fans just go to a whole nother level. It's really interesting to see how crazy they go. It's really interesting.
So when are you doing this for you?
I'm looking at hopefully doing some overseas dates, hopefully like in maybe September, August, September.
Oh,
Yes,
nice to hear.
yes,
This is a new statement. I hope it will come
yes.
through.
I'm hoping, yeah, we're looking into it. We're just trying to make sure that the dates, or that I do, that they don't cross over into my other, situations and my other, workloads. So make sure that it doesn't cross, especially
Yeah,
Mr.
you are
Ritchie.
forgetting that you have a new album to put out, right?
And
And
I have a new album I have to finish. So
Chucky, this is your story, so if
yeah,
you take your interview for 25 years or 30, you were saying the same. How can you get to do all these things? And sometimes you were really tired in these interviews, and I,
yes,
I know that you are um, waking too early, way too early for you to be here.
yes.
And the point is, now it's coming something that I know that you really waited, because is to play and to get in tour with Earth, Wind, and Fire. Is this not a present from the gods?
Yeah, I would say it is a present. Earth, Wind and Fire is one of my favorite groups of all
Yeah.
time, of course. So it's very interesting to know that we're going to be touring. We've actually done a few shows together with Earth, Wind and Fire, and this was like about 10 years ago, and they were great shows. We went to Italy. We did a few shows there, and the response was just amazing. So uh, I'm actually surprised that it took this long for those two great artists to come together.
It's nice to hear this, and I didn't remember that you played really in a tour together before. And it's nice to see all these people that are a bit older than
Yeah,
us,
yeah,
that they still grooving, still
still
funky.
grooving,
Yeah, and
still grooving.
it's so nice, so, and it's good that you have the background and the possibility to make it happen again. I if
Yes,
I was in the US, it's a show that I would never miss. It's
yes,
just this one.
yes,
And it's nice to know that you are trying to come in here also as Chuckii Booker,
yes,
because I know there is a scene for that. I know
yes.
there's the funky fans, and there is nobody that does it better than you. And I'm not saying this because I am a
Thank you,
moderator or a speaker. You know that I like your work since
thank
a
you.
long time, and we are playing this from time to time here,
Yeah,
and you know this too. And I hope this always happen in the best way, and
thank you,
you have the fun you deserve. And I am thanking you. I could ask you
thank
thousand things, but it's better that you breathe before you go to
you.
sleep.
It is okay. It is okay.
And so I am really glad for everything you told us. I will put this again. So let's just talk shortly about your band, because University is a new band with
Yes,
nice people. Yeah. So tell
yes.
me about these people that you put together. Are they ready to trip to go on tour with
Oh
you?
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. The band that I have is basically an extension of the band I had back in the early '90s when I recorded my second album. That band was back in the '90s was pretty much the same band that I toured with Janet and everybody else at TLC. But this time around, guys have kind of moved on and did their thing, so I had to replace the band members with some new guys, basically new old guys, because it's guys I've played with before, but we've never been in a band situation. So the only original member from the university from the past is my best friend and bass player, Mr. Derek DOA Allen. He's the bass player, and Derek is the only original member. Everyone else I brought in great musicians, guitarists, Bobby G, who has played with Sheila E., Karen White. He's played with a lot of artists. He's an incredible guitarist. Uh, the drummer is Varro Johnson. Varro has played with many artists, including Layla Hathaway, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. The list just goes on. Then we have Joe Archie on keyboards. He's played with everybody. The list goes on. I can't name them all. And then we have the saxophone player, Eddie Minifield. And Eddie has played with Prince. He's played with, you name it, everybody. And so we have a really, really solid band behind us. And we have a lot of fun. The guys they're very cool. They're easy to work with. They are an amazing, talented musicians. They all can produce and write on their own. They're just really extremely talented, and it's a lot of fun to have these guys with me on the stage.
In 6 days, you and these guys are in Inglewood.
Yes.
Can you tell this address again? And you please, all our people that are seeing us, because there are some that are just hearing,
Okay. Yes.
chuckibooker.net.
Yeah.
Chuckii with the two
Yeah.
E's, Booker with the two O's, and point net.
Yeah. Right there. See that address? That's where you get the tickets. Right there.
And
ChuckieBooker.net.
oh, that
Okay. And it's April the 15th at the Miracle Theater in Inglewood,
miracle
California.
theater.
Okay.
California.
Tell you.
So I hope that it will be a success, although I know it will. I wrote you last time, do you have the capital from California at your feet? And you were laughing about that, but I know
I
it
like
is a great
yes.
show.
Yes.
And I want you to promise us a thing, not
Yes.
to me,
Okay.
but us, the people hearing you, that
Yes.
you will come back as soon as you can
I
to
will.
tell your stories, because you have so many nice stories about Layla
Yeah.
Hathaway and
Yes.
Janet Jackson and even Lionel
I
and
I
Tina
will come back.
Turner and your great godfather
Yes.
that is the inspiration for all
Yes.
lovers in the world,
That-
Barry White. So, and you have a work, so maybe we can have Brittany with us at this day. We can make an interview with Tree that she also says about a wonderful work with you that I really love, and you
uh,
know that
uh,
too. And so uh, it's a promise, and this is outside, and
it's
it's
a
not
pro-
just a we say empty promise. We say
no,
in
it
Portuguese,
is a promise. I will come.
and this okay, it will be. And I
Mhm.
have also a question. This question, I hope you you
Okay.
answer with a yes, but I sent you some pictures of a new studio we are building in the youth house,
Yes.
and now we are live online. Do I have your permission to name this studio Chuckii Booker Studio?
Please do.
Okay.
You have my
You
permission.
can say no, okay? It's not because,
No, you
but
have my
I
permission.
need this loudness.
You have my permission.
Okay. So
Okay.
thank you very much.
You're
I
very
hope
welcome.
you have a great day, and happy Easter. Today
Happy
is
Easter to you as
my
well.
the Brasiversum Hertz show best present ever is that you are there. You are, there's this nice do you know uh how is the name of the store for bunnies that doesn't have a tail?
Hmm.
It's the Easter joke.
Okay. I'm thinking. Let me see.
I think you know because it's a no joke. I will say, okay?
Okay.
Retail store.
Oh my goodness.
It's a sweet one. Come
I
on,
get it.
sweet Easter joke.
I get it.
Oh,
Funny.
please laugh a bit. Chuckii, thank you very much. Have
You're
a
very
wonderful
welcome.
day, a wonderful Easter. Please, greetings on your
Greetings.
family, all your family. It's a big one. And hope to see you again soon. Okay.
Very soon. I promise. Very soon.
Okay. It's a
Okay.
promise. Okay.
Okay.
And a promise with 180,000 people hearing. Okay. so,
I promise.
so bye bye and
Okay.
really have a nice
Bye
day.
bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Brasiversum Hertz Show. A rádio gostosa de ouvir. Brasilianische Mega Wellen aus Stuttgart.